This mindset shift changed everything for me. For a long time, I thought the reason I felt uninspired and a little bit stuck was because I was simply in the wrong place. I kept thinking, once I move, once I travel, once I'm somewhere else, I'll feel better. Turns out, it wasn't the place. Oh, it really does look like I have an antenna. Hi, I'm Melissa. I live in Cape Town and I'm challenging myself to make at least one YouTube video a month for the whole of 2026. This is only the second video of the year, but without further ado, let's dive right in. I spent a lot of my life wishing that I was somewhere else. A different city, often even a different country. I was waiting for travel to fix this feeling and treating where I was in the moment like a mandatory stopover. As I got a little bit older and a little bit wiser, I came to realize that really the location wasn't the problem. It was my mindset. What changed wasn't where I was, but how I experienced it. I stopped asking, where do I want to be, and started asking, how do I want to feel right here? Now, this didn't happen overnight, and I want to share 3 small steps that helped change how I looked at my surroundings. This mindset shift really changed everything for me. And hopefully, if you're feeling the same, it'll help you too. Number 1, stop saving experiences for later. There are so many things to do and see in Cape Town. And the fact is, some of them can be a little bit expensive. So it's really easy to say, I'll save that one for a special occasion. I'll do that another day. But the fact is that time passes in the blink of an eye, and suddenly the year is over and you still haven't done any of those things that you promised yourself you were going to do. I know how hectic things can be, especially if you're juggling work, family, personal projects. So I think the only way to go about this is really to block out time to experience where you are, the same way you would block out time for work or social engagements. Clear that time in your calendar in advance so that you can make exploring and experiencing where you are a priority. And really, this ties in with step 2. Explore your area like you're visiting for the very first time. You know those activities that seem like they're just designed for the tourists? Yeah, you know the one. Go and do them. Seeing your city or your neighborhood from a new perspective can really make all the difference in how you feel about it. There's a reason that Cape Town is always crawling with tourists, and that's because it really has so much to offer, but as locals, we can often be blind to it. So I started pretending that I was new to the city, a tourist. I started looking things up, walking as if I'm not in a rush to get to the next destination, asking questions, and wandering off the beaten path a little bit. It made everything feel softer, slower, and a whole lot more interesting. Real talk, there are a lot of experiences in and around Cape Town that most locals simply can't afford to enjoy. And that is a whole other kettle of fish that frankly we cannot resolve in this video. But there are also a number of ways to enjoy the city free of charge or at a reduced rate, if you know where to look. For example, there are so many experiences in and around the city that you can enjoy on your birthday or in the week of your birthday for free, as long as you remember to take your ID. I'll put a link to some articles in the description below so that you can look into this. And locals can enjoy free or discounted access to a number of parks, museums, and experiences during Heritage Month. For the rest of the year, though, if you're on a strict budget, let's move to step 3. Romanticize the everyday things. This can take a number of forms. It can mean creating small rituals for yourself. It can mean blocking out time for rest and self-care. It can be curating your space with things that bring you joy. It can even just be spending time in spaces that light you up. Also, music can really help. Find the spaces and people that bring you joy and peace and surround yourself with them. Put on some music that lifts you up and really step into your main character energy. Let your everyday routine feel intentional and not rushed. For me, this looks like making time to read books under the trees in a park, or slowly and intentionally cleaning my house. It costs 0 money, and once it becomes a habit, it's a beautiful way to feel more at peace and content right where you are. If you don't love where you are right now, it's not because you're ungrateful or stuck. It might just be that you haven't fully connected with it yet. And trust me, I know that can take some time, effort, and mindfulness. especially if you're not being intentional about it. It can also be really tough to do it alone, so you might want to find a friend to join you on this journey. For me, at least, a pleasure shared is a pleasure doubled. And now we've reached my challenge for you. Challenge number 1. What's one place near you that you haven't explored or spent time in yet? Go and experience it, and do it in a meaningful way. Is there a way you can turn this visit into a date with your partner, a friend, yourself, or just with your city and your surroundings? And my second challenge for you is, instead of looking at every experience as just one more coffee, just one more walk, just one more day of hanging the laundry, remember that for each of us, time is finite. And so in fact, that experience is just one less. I know that sounds bleak, but it really does make every moment just a little bit more special too. What if you treated this moment, this day, this season as temporary and made an effort to really enjoy it and experience it to the fullest? And those are my challenges for you going forward. Anyway, this is definitely something I'm still learning, but slowly falling in love with my life and where I am right now has really made everything feel lighter and has made my life feel more mine, if that makes sense. If this resonated with you and you feel the same, I'm glad we're figuring it out together. And if you're in a similar season, subscribe and we can continue this journey together, one video at a time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.